So I'm just doing a voiceover because I figured that would be better with the audio. In the game, I have grinded off camera a little. I'm level 11 now. I've unlocked. I'm going to show you mission number 3, Survivors. That's where I would have left off at. And on this mission, you might as well buy everything because you're just going to make more money anyways. It's good for grinding and such. This one, you gotta try to get survivors. There's doors you're going to go up against it and wait for a little bit till you're open. But in the beginning, there's checkpoints. Right now, I am using a assault rifle that has an incendiary effect on it, and I also got a shotgun for corrosive effects on it. And during the last time I played, I upgraded my armory, my mastery level with the assault rifle up to 1, so there's a 2% crit chance on it. And with the assault package you purchased, that means there's a 12% critical chance. As you can see, when you go in the building, you have to touch the survivors and they drop cash, and that actually tends to be how you make a lot of money. Like, as you can see right now, I'm at 45,000. And if you ever want money, this is a good mission to play to grind on. And I will say this, it has gotten harder the more you level up, and significantly more people died. So significantly harder zombies. But right there, I did make a mistake. You should usually go to the doors because there are certain points you'll hit. Like if you go X far, it'll spawn in more zombies. So you should usually go hit X point and kill the zombies before opening doors. That way they don't get in and kill the people. The zombies will also go up to the door like you saw right there. And when they do that and they break the door, they'll go and kill people in. So when you do go in, you gotta make sure when you hit the checkpoint that you kill the zombies before they actually break in. And I left the health there because I have enough health. I'm not really worried about it. And when you level up, you get perk points. I put most of my perk points into the money. That way I make more money off of the missions. That because when you buy augmentations, those can get very expensive. I also put a couple into regen. That way I'll just have a passive regeneration. And I put some into crit. That way I have a higher crit multiplier and critical chance. Which honestly, that critical chance is also 4, if I recall correctly. So actually, I have a 16% critical chance. And then there's also certain weapons that have a critical chance. So you would also add that onto it. But I'm pretty sure right now with my assault rifle, I have a 16% critical chance in, which does like 105 times the damage. Because the multiplier is like 105, if I recall correctly, once you put in a point in the critical multiplier. But yeah, and I also found something out while playing this. That's why you'll see me maybe try to shoot the computers and stuff while with the incendiary effect. If you hit something occasionally with the incendiary effect and it catches on fire, it can break and give you money. I found out this run right here, so that's why you'll see me randomly do it. But before we go on the topic, yeah, I played this a decent amount. It's a pretty good overhead shooter game. I like the graphics, and usually because even though since I'm using incendiary right now, it just shows ash piles. But if you didn't, it would just be normal. You just see their bodies laying on the ground as in the direction they were coming from. But as you can see, like so far, I've only saved rescued 27 people, and now I'm at 59,000. So yeah, that's this is decent. This is a good mission for making money. I've already stated that's where I was grinding on to get levels and stuff. That way I could also get money. I've also upgraded my armor since the last time you saw. Uh, I'll play more showing you the other missions after this, and also try to play multiplayer for a couple times. That way you can see how much easier and harder it is with a team at the same time. Because I have played with a team before, and well, when not everyone understands what to do, it's a little difficult. But yeah, because I found out about the it and hitting the center, hitting something, and giving him money. It's taking me a little longer to do this mission than normal. I can usually do this mission without losing any survivors and getting any of them killed. It's just patience, but it also requires you to run into zombies a little because you see how they just run out immediately to the doors and stuff. So you gotta try to get in a good angle to where you can hit both immediately, because if you leave it for too long, they'll go and get the people. Grant, there's also another difficulty I've had. Instead of wasting ammo, you see the joystick. You can move it a little bit to aim, but it's like very finicky to where like you can aim and stuff, but it's like you can only move it such a little space to aim. So you're just usually, when you turn to look and aim at something, you're usually just wind up shooting anyways. Granted, I will suggest just buying high-end ammunition. No real point in getting the lower ammunition unless you just don't have the money at this time. But once you get this mission unlocked, getting money won't be a problem. So you can just stick to high-end ammunition that does more damage. As you can see right now, one of the more annoying enemies is the bloaters, because once you kill them, there's the little worm things that I don't know what they're called, but the worm things that get you, like they just go out. Those aren't exactly the most dangerous on the bloaters, but on the boss version of it, which is the regulator, I believe is called, that has actually killed me before, because when I kill him, all those things just charge me and I end up dying. I'm pretty sure I forgot to actually heal up beforehand, so yeah. And on the left joystick, the move, the thing beside that is called adrenaline. It's an ability you can have for the assault character, and it increases your movement speed for a little bit of time. When you use it, you'll see a red flash behind your character, like tracing your movements of where you were. And as you can see, like, killing the zombies is not too difficult. You just gotta try to make sure you don't get overrun, especially because piercing in this game is pretty effective. So if you can just get them to line up after you, it's pretty decent. I don't think there's a damage drop off after you pierce through enemies, at least not one that I can notice. And that's also why when you break doors, as you can see right there might be zombies instead of survivors in the doors, so you usually want to have your gun aimed at them. I did not know about that on my first time playing this mission, and I still forget about it at times, not thinking, but trying to check if any zombies come up, because if those rush you and come out, it can actually wind up being pretty bad. Granted, it's not too difficult, just gotta turn around quickly and shoot them. Sort of the whole point, you just shoot the zombies in general. But yeah, I'm going back to the end here because I didn't notice I let the person unrescue. I just now noticed that, and that's where I'm going. And since I bought everything, I just dropped 2 turns. You might as well, because they'll pay for themselves essentially, especially if you have more than the max amount. Because then you won't be able to keep any. I'm pretty sure the max amount is like you can have 5, so you might as well use 2, especially if you use the assault package or something. Because we're going to give you 2 of each turn, which you're probably not going to end up using them all anyways. I just went with those turrets because they have a higher rate of fire. There's also there's many turrets in this game from what I've seen, but the only 3 turrets I've used so far is the fast fire machine gun turret, the slower fire one with higher damage, and also the cryo turret. But as you can see, with those 2 guys right there were the regulators, which I made quick work of them because I had 2 turns and I had the incendiary round, so I just tore through them really quickly. And at the end right here, you just gotta survive for a little bit. It's just a few trickling zombies will come out, and you just gotta kill them. Right now, I'm just trying to run around and make use of my turns so I can actually get them to put work in, because there is also mastery level for them. So I would presume that means your turns has to get kills. So that is why I'm doing that right now. There's also grenades and such you can use, and right there you can see what I mean when I say you hit the adrenaline ability. It'll just show a red tracing mark of where you've been, like a sort of shadow where you were, so to say. But yeah, in this section right here, after you get all the people out and you hit that point and come back, you can't really go any further because it shows a collapsed bridge. And then you just survive for a few seconds. One of the things I will say is some of the images, things on the ground, you can't really tell if you can walk through them or not. I've been caught up on things thinking I can just walk through them. But yeah, I got 476 kills right there. And right here I'm trying to show you because I also got my pants up at mastery level. And also my vest, I just got it right there, which 50 in defense, which is pretty good. And right there, it also shows how I got the assault rifle up 1. And I made 4,000 cash from the mission itself, and also the cash I gained from the people. And I also did get an upgrade in the ammunition, the high damage ammunition mastery, which is it just gave you 2 full clips. Once you get up again, it'll just increase the damage, for which that's why I just suggest using it, because for one, it does more damage, which is more beneficial to you. And if you just do that mission, you can always just pay it back and stock up, so it isn't really hard to keep track of. And I also right here, I'm pretty sure I ended up making a mistake of selling my boots, like my good boots, or I either did it beforehand. I can't really recall. But there are certain augmentations you get, like right there, that one's a damage augmentation, that one's more ammo, and then since those right there, since it had the stars, it means you can pick which augmentation you want for it and such. And yeah, from what I can tell, there's different rarity and gun grades you can get. From what I can tell, like black is like the highest gun grade, and there's also many different weapons. From what I can tell, from what I was looking, there's shotguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, laser rifles, sniper rifles, launchers, LMGs. Yeah. On that one, I was just trying to get more damage because that's what seemed beneficial, and I'm pretty sure for the next one, I chose clip size. And Fluffy, stop tearing up my shoe. My cat was trying to claw at my shoe. It's not a toy. But right there, I was increasing the heat resistance, even though I haven't faced an enemy that has dealt heat damage. But physical resistance always seems good because they always charge you, which will imply physical damage. But yeah, your character looks a little weird because you just keep getting upgrades on your armor, like when you get a box, and it's better to put on the better armor, might as well. So, and like there is sets like they look matching, but like one piece is going to be statistically better than the other, so I just put that instead of focusing on looks. And yeah, actually I hit critical chance, I think, then yeah, so I guess for that weapon I have a higher critical chance, which would be good because critical damage is more, obviously. And right here I am. I was trying to show you there is contracts which can give you turrets and grenades or ammo packs, which would be premium. And you can also play multiplayer games with people.